This notebook is filled with my weight loss wake-up calls. Hello. If you are new to this channel, welcome in. Have a seat. You are more than welcome to take a seat anywhere you would like. Everyone, be nice too. Nice to meet you. I'm glad you're here. My name is, it doesn't matter what my name is, but welcome. Today I'm going to share my weight loss cause similar to an infinity symbol, never ending. I like to start off by saying that I came across Shayla J's video, and that's where I got the idea from. Why? Because I'm a big time copycatter. That's what all of us content creators do nowadays. We just copy from another person. No, but I never did this, but I like to think that it's never too late. And I wrote my, if it's more than 10, then we have a problem. All right, let's see what I wrote in here. If I embarrass myself, I'll probably regret it for the rest of my life. I'm guessing there's going to be about 8. The page is filled up all the way down. So basically the wake-up calls for me personally, they're just stuff dealing with my weight that interfered with my everyday life and made me stop living. And besides the basics, avoiding taking pictures, avoiding going to parties, not being able to breathe, I have other ones. Hopefully y'all will be able to relate to some of these. Starting off with, damn, I'm already starting strong. Why did I wrote this down? Oh, I don't know if I want to say this. Ooh. The first one, I'm turning red. I can feel I'm turning red. The first one is noticing I had grown a manfold. If you're wondering what a manfold is, in my terms, I had seen this fold in the back of my dad's head. And that led me to believe that only men had it. Because then I started noticing in it in most of the heads on men. And one time, I was doing my cute little braids. I was making sure I did the fold. What is this called? The division to do my braids. I was going down through my head. I noticed something different. I said, what in the world is this? I immediately grabbed my phone. I took a picture of the back of my head and boom. I said, really? I thought that this only happened to guys. Is this happening because I'm gaining weight? And then after that, 2 braids out the door. Never again. Sorry, there's someone outside and I don't want them to hear what I'm going to say. Shh, be quiet. Number 2. Damn, I really started with folds, with all types of folds. The second one, hydronitis fold. Let me get the definition because I don't want to say something incorrect. So I have said this previously. I have a skin condition called hydronitis suppurativa, also known as HS. It is a chronic skin disease, aka acne inversa. It causes painful boil-like lumps that form under the skin. And those basically appear wherever your skin folds, like in the underarms, in the lady parts, not in the lady parts, but in the folds, in the groin, yeah, not fun. They also appear under the boob. Throughout my 20s, I grew up having them in those regular spots in the underarms. But when I started seeing them under the boobs, I said, okay, this weight gain is getting excessive. And then when the boils started appearing in folds that could be controlled, in folds that I did not know they could build up in, that was my wake-up call. I said, okay, this is not how it's supposed to go. The fold that I was seeing them on, that they were building up in, the fold that your tummy creates, this one right here, when your tummy, like when you're able to flip it up like that. One of them started appearing, and then another one, and then a third one. I said, okay, these are not supposed to start growing under my tummy because that's not a regular fold your body already has. I need to do something about this. I'm gonna say this one slow and low, okay? My third wake-up call was when my tummy began overlapping my... But JJ, when I was standing in the mirror and like my tummy, this part, oh. If you saw a camel toe, no, you did not. And I wasn't able to see my, Okay, I'm not gonna say it anymore. It seems like breathing is a big wake-up call for many of us. My fourth wake-up call is not being able to breathe to do everyday basic necessities, like bending over to tie my shoe. I remember it like it was yesterday. The first moment that I felt my tummy area was interfering with me bending down to tie my tennis shoes. And then after coming back up, the deep breaths I had to take because that little task was taking my breath away. Another breathing one is not being able to breathe to form one basic complete sentence. I vividly remember having to take a deep breath after every 2 words. Now, I love fashion. I know it may not seem like it because I'm wearing basic ass clothes, but I love going to the thrift store and looking through all of those racks of clothes. I love it. I love thrift shopping. However, but nonetheless, dot blank period. When I was in my heaviest, 250 pounds, I was not able to look through the cute feminine clothing. All the big size were in the old lady clothes. I said, okay, I am a 20-something-year-old virgin. If I'm trying to reproduce it, if I'm trying to get a mate, I cannot be looking like this like an old lady all the time. I am very picky when it comes to clothing. Number one, I don't like my armpits to show because I have hidradenitis suppurativa, like I said, and they're not pretty. You want to see them? You can see like a boil there. That's in both of my armpits. So I don't like showing my armpit. In shirts, I was nearing 2X and 3X. In women's clothes, that was the biggest size that I could possibly find at the thrift stores. And all of that clothes, like I said, was if I put those on my body, people would think I'm a 50-year-old woman. Nothing wrong with being 50-year-olds. I admire the confidence that y'all carry. I don't give a fuck what about people think. I think that's beautiful. But I was a 20-year-old virgin looking for a mate, hoping to find a mate. Either that, I would only find bigger clothes in the grandma section, or number two, men's t-shirts and men's sweatpants were the only thing that would fit me at the thrift store. When your mom starts noticing and starts commenting about your choice of clothing, I also knew something had to be done, because even though my mom is a conservative Catholic, she has always hyped me up and wished that I would dress more feminine, like wear skirts and dresses and cute tops. So when she started noticing that I would only buy clothes that would make me look like an old lady, she said, okay girl, that top makes you look like a grandma. You need to calm it down. I told her, Mom, this is the only clothes that I feel comfortable in. Leave me alone. She would be like, Mika, you don't want to buy no skirts, no dresses? You know, you don't want to look cute? I said, no. Ooh. Now, I know everyone's so pressed about Bad Bunny performing in the Super Bowl. I'm Latina. I love Bad Bunny. And this reminded me of him. The next wake-up call was not fitting in the white chairs at parties. You know that white chair that Bad Bunny put on his album? That one. Oh my God, did they cancel it? What the hell? He's a U.S. citizen? Y'all need to stop playing. Puerto Rico is part of the... Oh my God, y'all wanted a U.S. citizen to perform at the Super Bowl. Y'all got a U.S. citizen. Now y'all don't want him because he's Latino. Y'all messed up. Okay. Yes, it's that white chair. That's the one that I'm looking up. I went to my auntie's party. The only chairs left were those white freaking chairs that make you feel so uncomfortable and make you feel claustrophobic while sitting in them. Especially if you're a big person, best believe you're gonna feel claustrophobic if you sit down in those freaking chairs. If not being able to fit in those chairs is embarrassing, I just remember there was one time, I think it was that same instance that I noticed, okay, I cannot fit in these chairs. I need to do something about it. When it came to stand up, my body was not the only thing that stood up. The freaking chair with my butt in it stood up as well. Oh my. The chair said, oh, I'm part of your body now. Oh my God, that was embarrassing. Good thing only close family was surrounding me, because if not, you know that instance when you can barely fit in the chair and you stand up, you the chair goes a little bit along with you. Oh my God, I had to. Okay, now let's move on to the next one, because I'm tired of talking about the chair. Always feeling tired. Now that has not changed much, because I still always feel tired. Now, I'm not saying I'm all skinny now, okay? Because I'm not, even though I love my body. Baby girl, I have not done all of this hard work in the last few years to not feel good in my body. Now, I knew I was getting big. However, I did not want to put a number on how big I was. But when I finally gained the courage to weigh myself, the number I saw on the scale scared me. But what scared me the most is when I did my research and I put in the internet that I was a 5'5", 5'6" woman, and I put 250 pounds. And when the internet told me, girl, you are obese. Don't tell me that. When I saw that word, the internet considered me obese. You lying. You are lying. I say, you are lying. You fucking better retract what you just showing me right now, because I know I am not obese. Leave me alone. However, I was. obese. And then I just remembered everything that I had been taught in school and all the health consequences that come with obesity. Yeah. I knew then that it was getting serious. When my health was in the line, when my weight could possibly have negative consequences in regards to the quality of life and in regards to other diseases. Oh, sorry, I forgot that I wrote things down. Another health related issue is I don't go to the doctor because I don't have health insurance. If you're privileged, please go. But I noticed when I was wearing a bun and I took a picture on the back of my bun and I noticed the dark neck that had formed. Okay, yo. I don't know where I had heard this, but I knew. I said, oh, wait, isn't dark neck associated with diabetes? Moving on to the next one. Hopefully I'm almost done. No, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wrote down not being able to get up in a cool way when sitting crisscross applesauce. I was about 24, 25. I don't know. My weight has fluctuated throughout all my 20s, but I was about 24, getting up like a 80-year-old. I had to hold on to something. I had to hold my knee to get up when I was sitting down on the floor. Oh my God, this one makes me so mad because it involves bullying by a minor. Being bullied by my little 4-year-old cousin. I remember this. We were in my house. We were having a family gathering. All of a sudden, now you know us Mexicans, we have cousins that range in the ages from, you might be a 40-year-old having a 3-year-old baby cousin. I think by this time I was nearing my 26 years old. I was sitting down in the living room. All of a sudden, my little cousin comes and asks me, Lisa, who is bigger, my mama or you? I said, oh, child, don't tell me that. You need to respect. You need to learn how to respect your elders. By this time, my aunt, his mom was pregnant. She was pregnant. I was just big. I was just big, okay? She had a reason. I did not. This little kid, he asked me this question out loud in front of everyone. I said, "Oh Lord Jesus Christ. I cannot give him a in front of everybody. That would be so rude. First of all, I don't do that to other people's kids. I wish I would have respect your elders, little man. Don't ask that question. Little kids, they're so honest. I just remember the feeling of embarrassment and the feeling of awkwardness. Like, oh God damn, you motherfucker. Shut your ass up. I thought these were going to be very relatable. Hopefully y'all relate to some of these. I'm really regretting putting this on out there. I was in Mexico and most people over there, they drive little cars. When I got on the car that was little, that was only meant for about 4 passengers, when I was the last one to get on the car, and I noticed the freaking car went down so much. Oh, that was not me. That was not me. And I heard the squeaking of the car, the squeaking of the tires. I don't know if tires squeak, but I don't have nothing else to say about that one. I want this to be over already. Why am I losing my femininity? When I was bigger, the only clothes that I would feel comfortable in were men's clothes. That's number one. Number two, I started not taking care of myself, not wearing makeup, not giving a fuck about how I looked like, not doing my hair. I was just starting to lose myself and my femininity, and I was losing my confidence, the little confidence that I had. I knew it was getting serious too because I was losing my identity because of my weight. Okay, the last one is, I think I already explained it, is not wanting to go to parties. All the aunties, not just the aunties, the uncles too, they will judge you because how you look like, and they need to mind their own business because they're not skinny either. I said it, and I don't care. Matter of fact, if you're big or small, just don't judge anyone else, okay? Just don't judge anyone else. The only person who can judge someone is themselves. Stay out of people's business. Don't judge their bodies. Don't comment out loud about other people's bodies in front of them, in front of other people. It is embarrassing. It is awkward. It just makes you look bad too. I did not want to go to parties because I knew I was getting big. I know how Mexicans are. They will judge the fuck out of you. And you know what? I said, ma'am. And also my mama started noticing too, but she was understanding. You know what? She's like, okay, if you don't want to go, well, then take me. You don't have to go to the party. Just take me. I remember this one time, this auntie, she judged me because I was big. And I just thought to myself, girl, you're not skinny either to be judging the way I look. You need to shut your ass up. Of course, I did not say that. I thought that to myself. But because I am a respectful human being, unlike that auntie, I kept quiet. And you know what? Nowadays, I'll say something back. Matter of fact, I lost 50 pounds. I gained a little bit of confidence. And now I stand up for myself. If someone will judge me out, you better shut your ass up. Okay, sorry. Those are my wake-up calls that made me realize, girl, if you keep on doing the habits that you have continuously been doing, your health is going to decline, your confidence out the door, your life is going to be non-existent. It took me a lot of tries, but I turned these wake-up calls into actions and I put the effort. I'm not where I want to be at yet, and it took me tens of hundreds of tries to arrive at this point where I'm at right now. It has not been easy. It has been difficult. And what I've learned from this experience is that you have to really have control, or at least try to have control over your emotions and be disciplined and not rely on motivation. But it's been wonderful. If anyone made it all the way over here, thank you. If you have any suggestions of what y'all would like to see in this channel, please let me know. I'm actually thinking of quitting this channel, but I don't want to quit it without sharing with y'all what I think is very, very valuable information. And if it can help at least one person out there, subscribe. That way I know that at least someone is interested. What are your wake-up calls? Bye.